Welcome back to the channel, guys. Bongeye here, and today we've got another simulator for you. For those that ever fancied being a bit of a sparky, i.e. an electrician, we're going to be looking at Electrician Simulator for Shock. For those that you are interested in this particular game, just to make you aware, there is actually a free preview that you can actually go and play yourself over on Steam, and there will be a link to that particular game on the description below. If you are new to the channel, guys, don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video. And if you want to join our Discord server, there is actually a link to our Discord, again, also in the description. We're just going to load straight into the game, and then we'll continue and see how we're going to progress through this game. So we'll start a new game, as always. And this... Right, here we go. Thank you for coming. I see you are ready to start your journey as a real electrician, eh? Great. For now, I need help with some of the small tasks in our regular customers' houses, or you need an introduction first. Okay then. Right, okay, that was a bit bizarre the way it's been written. In the top left hand corner, you can see that the current tasks and jobs. Since you are here already, you can help me by selling all this garbage laying around the garage. A reward? Okay, you can keep the change. Right, okay. And as you can also see, guys, in the bottom left hand corner there, we've got T for flashlight should we ever need it. So again, as you can see there at the top of the screen, as it mentioned, we've also got to sell 25 items, and I'm guessing it's from the garbage that is currently scattered around the garage. So we're going to jump ahead, and we're going to do that. And we've got some sort of a compass at the top there. At the top of the screen, you can see a compass. Oh, well, there we go. You can find all the important objects on there. For now, it will help you to find all the sellable items. So we'll have a walk around and see what we can do. Last but not least, your money and reputation. Here, take this $200 pocket money. I'm in a good mood today. Aren't I the coolest dad? Each task you finish will give you extra money and reputation. One day you'll be a reputable electrician, just like your old man. You know what? It's actually one of those jobs that I really wish I'd done myself as a younger person, especially not having any particular skills in an industry. Although I can build PCs, but other than that. Let's jump straight in. So we've got, oh, there we are. We've got a plank of wood there we can sell for $6. So let's just go around and see what we can sell. All this crap on the floor. Just make sure they are actually tallying up. They are. So 8 of 25. Got our laptop there. Get rid of all this fiberboard. I'm sure that could go. Yep. Well, we've got some more here. So, bear in mind, guys, I appreciate the camera's moving pretty fast. That might just be my sensitivity on the mouse there. We've got quite a few stuff that can be going. Just have a peek in the neighbours. Get that shovel. And then, as you can see, they've got 3 items over there, which are all these wheels. So, there we go. Let's get rid of them. Great, our garage is clean. Well, at least cleaner than it was before. Now go to the laptop and accept the job. You will need a password, of course, but where I have put it. But where have I put it? Let's have a look. So we know straight away we've got a laptop around here. We've also got a new message there from an Alexandra. So there is the laptop. We've got password is on the back. So let's have a look at that. Sometimes you need to press the left button to interact, but you can also hold the left button to enter an inspection mode. Oh, okay. So if we click on that and hold it in, and then we can rotate it. So we've got the number 3375, which is the password. Let's have a look on there. So 3375, straight in. No problem at all. Obviously, we've got our inbox, which will show all our messages from new customers. And then we've also got the spark icon, which is a shop where you can find and get our relevant needs that we need for the job. In this case, tools and cables, so on. We're not going to go into too much detail with it just being the actual tutorial and like a little introduction to the game. So here we go, Alexandra. I want to turn the bathroom light on and it won't work. I'm an old man and it is really difficult to take a bath in the dark. I hope that you can repair the light switch. I hope you can repair the light switch. Will not be a big problem. I am not a rich man and can't afford much for the job. I hope you can help me. So we're going to go and obviously help that. It just looks like, as it says there, turn the fuse off, switch the light switch, and check the light switch is working. So we're going to accept that. That's right. You've accepted your first job. At the bottom of the customer's message, you'll find a list of suggested items. You can check which items you need, add them to your basket, and buy them in the Electrify shop. Electrify shop? electrical shop would have probably been better, but okay. Let's go into suggestions. I will need to buy a screwdriver for $20. $20. Add to cart, so we'll buy that. And then it's just press escape to get out of that screen. Wait, so we've got to leave the job. So we're going to jump in our good old truck. Yes, we're going to leave. So we're not actually going to leave in the vehicle, which is it's just a quick transfer from one place to another. But it gives you that element that you're going to be transferring. Here you go. It's your first electrician's job. Every time you come to a new customer's house, you can take a quick look. But first, go to the fuse box. The most important thing to do on every electrician job, which is understandable. We can't open that door. We can open this one because it's just gone green. There we go. So we've got these lights and them ones. So we know them ones work on the ceiling. They're fine. Just to confirm. And I can't imagine it being this one because that wouldn't stop you from having a bath. But let's have a look. Yep, it doesn't work. Right, okay. So we're going to go through. And that's, I'm just checking the actual compass at the top there, guys, which is why I knew where to go here. Looks like we're having lasagna for tea. So let's just go in there and we'll turn off the fuse box. Every time you work with electrical stuff, turn off the fuse box or kill the power first. It may be hard to find the right fuse. We can always turn off the main fuse placed at the front. It is very important if you don't want to get electrocuted, which is understandable. Last thing we want to do. So we've got our main one there and we've turned it off. And as you can see there, guys, we have now done task 1 of 3. So let's go in and let's have a look at doing this switch. We've got to hold the button in, as it mentioned, to interact. Click the left mouse button on different switch light switch parts to take it apart. You can rotate the camera, zoom in and out, and try to disassemble the light switch. So here you can come with a tricky part, the wires. Now we can help you with connecting them in the right spots, just like the spark icon or the light icon, and attach the 2 phases to the correspondent slots. So I can imagine, guys, with this bit of tutorial, that's why you're getting all this information. If it was the full game, once it gets fully released, you'll probably find that this is something you'll have to learn yourself. Otherwise, you might as well just walk around with an instruction manual in your hand all the time. After everything is connected accordingly, you should be able to switch the light on, and good job. So let's go into this. We've got our screwdriver selected. Let's just zoom in. We've got a couple of screws there. We'll take these out. Take that plate off. Got another plate there. Aha. And we've got 2 bare wires. So we can put that one into here. So we're going to have to take that screw out. Put that in. And then put the screw back in. I'm guessing this is going to go to one of these 2 up the top of here. Out of there. Into there. And then screw that back in also. Zoom back out. Where's my screws that we had? Oh, there they are. They're right at the bottom there. They're in front of that. Oh, it went in the front, didn't it, on the front plate. So there we go. We'll put the light back on. Everything seems to be right. Whether it is or not is another thing. So we'll just press escape to get out of that build mode. Go back and switch this on, and hopefully I've done it right. And we have. Congratulations, you've completed all tasks. Go to the door and exit the location. So I'm guessing it was this door, 'cause it's the only one to come into. Go back to the office. Oh, well, there you go. That's our first job as electrician. Pretty simple job, let's face it. However, if you've never dealt with electrics before, then I can imagine that being quite daunting. What I'm looking at here, so we turned the fuse off. We charged him $40. We fixed the light switch. It cost him $60. And we checked the light switch is working for an additional $20. So we got $120 for that one job. And that poor guy has just said he's skint and he can't afford it. Shocking. Because that shouldn't have cost anything. And to be honest with you, if I was an electrician now and I did that, I probably wouldn't have charged him. But then I wouldn't have much of a business. So we'll come up with there. Yeah, we've actually got another job. Hello, sir. Spelling correct. Oh, actually, it looks like a little boy. I found this old console in my grandpa's house. I want to play in it, but the controller doesn't work. Can you help me? My dad told me that the battery in the controller is wrong. Can you fix it, sir? I don't have money, so I can give you anything, but I can't give you anything, so please help. I want to play some games. So it's basically just a dead battery, and as you can see there, it's a little like portable controller. So we're going to accept that. Another type of job, a workbench mission. Oh, okay. So we're going to be doing this on an actual workbench. You did notice the small tools icon indicated in the difference, didn't you? No, I didn't, as it happens. What small icon? Okay. It is possible to accept tasks of different types at one moment. Go back to the garage and check the workbench to check the accepted jobs. So we go back in here. We've got another one there as well for sockets. Good morning. I'm new in town. I haven't even had a chance to unpack yet. But there's already one thing bothering me. There are lots of outlets in my house, but many of them aren't working. I can't watch TV and I can't turn on the lamp in the bedroom. I guess I know now why this house was so cheap. So we've got to fix the outlet. We've got to fix an additional outlet. Well, 3 outlets in total. Check the TV works and check the lamp works as well. So we're going to go into there. Make sure there's nothing we need in here. We've already got the screwdriver, so we don't have to do that. I didn't actually do it with this one. And this is the little icon it mentioned, actually, which is the workbench icon, I'm guessing. And we've accepted that. So let's come out of there. Take the item in the job. Take items needed for the job. And we've got the bench over here working, flashing away. Oh, there's the little controller. So let's zoom in on here. Finally got here, son. I'm so excited. Your first time at the workbench is a bit limited right now, as I wanted you to be able to work on only one device. I suggest you disassemble it first. It used to be your favorite way to play with toys. After all, shouldn't be a big deal. You will need a screwdriver to upgrade, of course, here, and a few books. Check the bottom of the screen and get the upgrade. Remember, your tool way down. Try to use them wisely and plan everything you want to do to avoid extra costs. So all here, guys, is going to be the individual parts we take off the actual device. So can we rotate that around? Yes, we can. Let's just zoom in a little bit there so you can see that. We'll take these screws out. Oh, we need to select the screwdriver, of course. Oh, we need to upgrade our screwdriver. Thank God we paid $120 for the last guy, then. $80 for the screwdriver. So we'll take these out. And as you can see, they're all going in that little container on the right-hand side there, top right. We'll take that side part of that. I believe that's gone inside this crate. Right, we've got nothing we can do there. Have we got something to do on here? Take this front plate off. Take these, all the sponges off and the buttons. Now we know it's going to be a battery, so if we just zoom in, we've got a couple of connectors we could take off, and then the battery itself. That's my boy. Just like that, you just assembled your first device. On the left, you can see a list of its parts. If they are good, you are good. If they are bad, you have to fix or replace them. When all parts are good, you can assemble and disassemble. Click the Assemble tab on the left corner and press the arrow icon. After everything is fixed, you can test the device. Right, okay, so let's just go in and, as we can see, the circuit board's good. We know the battery's damaged, so we already knew that. And everything else is good. So, let's go in on the battery there. We can replace the battery, which is perfectly fine. $15, mind. Bear in mind, we're probably doing this for free because the young boy hasn't got any money. Or at least I'd like to think so. And everything else is good to go. So, let's go back to assemble. And we can put the battery back on, the new battery. We can put this cable back in. We'll put all the sponges back on. And their buttons can go on as well. And then the front plate. And we'll spin that around. Just going to zoom out a bit. And we'll put these screws back in. Simple as that. Nice and easy. Test the device. Ah, good to go. $60. Hello, sir. Oh, yeah, we've got that, yeah. So it's up and running. Send it back to them. And that is done. Right. We have the other one, which was the lady with the all the broken sockets. So let's just go back to this one and see how this job's going to turn out. Again, we're going to check to make sure what is broke before we go around. As you can see, we've still got boxes lying around. There's some key there for some reason. So we know it was a TV socket that didn't work. So let's just test this first. Plug that in. And we're getting nothing from there at all. Let's just see if it's just that socket, because I notice we've got another one down here. So she said she can't watch TV. No offense, but I would probably use that socket more than that socket, but all depends. So we know that socket works. Crouch down a bit there. Let's try the bottom socket. If one works, it both should, because it's usually wide in the same way. So we know that works. And we've got another socket there, I noticed. So that socket doesn't work, and that socket doesn't work. Right, okay. So we've got an idea there then. So we'll just put that back on there. We'll go and turn the mains off, which are over near the door there. And then we'll concentrate on getting these two sockets up and running. So we're going to crouch down so we're at the right level. We've got to press the screwdriver, obviously. It's not letting me in there for some reason. Why is that? I've got to hold the button in, of course, so we can get into expect mode. At first, you may notice a couple of similarities between the switches and the outlets. There's a bit comparable in terms of disassembling items. But the wire connection is way different. Moreover, there are single outlets, double outlets, and many more to come. So that'll be interesting. The wire icon, so we know this because we've gone through, but however, this actually does show you the difference in the different types of cable you got. You got your live, your neutral, and your earth, or protective earth, as I state here. So we need to make sure we put them in the right orders. And after everything's done, we should be able to test it to see if everything is working perfectly fine. Let's go back in. This has actually got no screws, which is a little bit... Oh, it has got one screw. It's in the middle there. I forgot these are American sockets. Or not British sockets, at least. So let's go to the back there. We've got 3 individual alert terminals. Again, if this was a full game, you probably wouldn't get told where these go. I'm guessing they're going to. Is that the middle one? It looks like the middle one. Now, if you're in the UK, that would normally be a green cable, I believe. And then we've got neutral, which will go into this one, which again is blue. And then our brown, which is the live, which is the same as us as well. England is in the UK, it's usually green and yellow, or one or the other, as it is shown here. So let's put that back in, and that should be fairly straightforward. We're not going to bother going and checking it all. We'll go and check this. We'll do this one first as well before we actually go down and check them all working. And as you can imagine, this one's more rinse and repeat. So we're just going to take all these screws out in advance. Just like so. Nice and easy. Zoom out a bit there. Spin the camera. In we go. And then put the screw back in. Right. Oops. So that is those 2 sockets done. So before we start doing the bedroom lamp, we're going to go in. We're going to test this. Make sure we've actually done these right. And with any luck, this will now power on. I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't. The cables are even in. And that confirms that. Then we'll do the one over here as well. And that is correct. Now, what I've just noticed there, guys, if I turn the TV off, the job's done, goes back down. If I leave it on, it goes to 3 or 5. But we have got another outlet to check. So let's go into the bedroom. Doors locked, which is probably why I need that key. I'm assuming it's for this. Nice little tidy room. I wish my room looked that tidy. I wish my room looked that nice, to be quite honest. So we've got a socket over here. So let's plug the alarm clock in. Is that working? Can't tell. Yes, it is. So for all we know, guys, it could actually be the lamp that's at fault and not necessarily the socket. Could just be a fuse issue. That's working perfectly fine. And we've got this one here also. So let's go ahead and plug that in. So it's this socket that's faulty. It's a double socket as well, guys. So they usually are, if I'm not mistaken, they're normally wired up exactly the same way. It just powers two sockets. Let's go into here. And as you can see there, guys, it says 2 of 5 because we've had to turn the power off. So we'll go into here. Go to spec mode. And we'll do it again. So we've got 2 screws on this occasion. And we haven't selected the screwdriver. We'll zoom in, spin it around slightly, and then undo. So it's exactly what I thought it would be. It's just the same wires, but it controls 2 individual sockets. And what you might have noticed there, guys, compared to the other socket, the green and the blue, the live and the neutral, are on the opposite sides on this particular socket for some reason. Let's put them in. And this should be it up and running. Because there wasn't much to do, to be honest. Well, they are. Mouse is a little bit sensitive, so I do apologise if I messing with your eyes. Turn that back on. We've now got 3 of 5 because the TV's still on. At least it will be when I go back over and turn it on. There we go, 4 of 5. And let's just see if this light actually works now. And there we go. All done. Another satisfied customer. And we've got to leave the building again. Have you noticed that there's no one ever in when we do these? Let's see how much we charge there. Bear in mind, we charge $120 just to change a couple of a light switch. $70 for the outlet, $70 for the additional outlet, $70 for the other outlet, and then $10 to turn the TV on. Wow. And $10 to turn the lamp on. $230. Wow. Okay. $30 just to turn things on. And my reputation has gone up. So there we go. And we've got one more job just to see if this is a different one. And this is just in regards to plants and, again, wiring up wires. So we'll have a look at this one. I need help with something. You see, I'm a huge fan of plants. I mean, I love these little green fellas, but I need to keep them keep it low key. Something dodgy going on there. I tried my best to take care of them, but my grow light stopped working. I think somebody might have messed with the cables. I need it fixed ASAP. I hope you can handle it. Remember, the plants are a little secret, all right? So we need to connect the switch and we need to turn on the heat lamps. And we've got some suggestions here, which is additional cable. We're going to add that to the cart. We'll buy that while we're at it. And we had another job there. It's a bit concerning that he said these plants are... I mean, you've only got to look at these plants, guys, to realise what he means by they are secret. And then we've got a sensor in the bathroom also. Hello there. I've heard that you're from my friend that you are a beginning electrician. That's great. I got this carbon monoxide sensor, which stopped working. I'm worried because I don't feel safe anymore while taking a bath. Could you please fix it? So this looks like another bench system. So let's go ahead and accept that as well. And we'll come straight out of here. And it just says there, look, a little icon there at the top left-hand corner of her name, that it is in fact a bench job. So we know straight away to go straight over here and crack on with this one. So again, similar scenario, our little box for our tubs, for our screws, our crate for all our big parts. And now we need to rotate it around. Let's just take these screws out. Take the back off. And the batteries. Got some additional screws in there. Got to yank it out and break it. So for some reason here, they want us to take it all apart before, so we can test it all. So let's just take all these wires out. A lot of screws for such a small device. And there we are. So as you can see there, the battery socket is damaged. Unknown item. I have no idea what this is. Hence the unknown. We've also got a screen plate that's broke. And the sensor that's broke. Right, can we... Let's see if we can fix it rather than replace it. Look, son, you can replace broken elements in this part view. Check their status by clicking on them. Green is good, red is broken. Simple, right? Right. Make sure that the proper tools to interact with small elements. Try to desolder, then buy a replacement element and solder it back. I'm sure it's a piece of cake for someone like you. So let's go into there. We've got this device here. I think this is the actual soldering iron. So let's go ahead and purchase that. I'm not too sure if we're going to need the tweezers, but we'll get them anyway. So if we click on this, that's green, so that's good to go. Green, red. So that knob needs to come off. Green, green, red, green, and red. So we've got this, and this all to come off. So if we take this off, we need to turn it over. Take those back parts off. We did need the tweezers after all. And we've got the main part in the middle there. Just have to make sure we switch tools. Otherwise, we're not going to get much done. And it was this bottom one here, so we make sure we get the right one. Brilliant. Okay. Now then, where do we get the parts from? Ready to buy. Ah, here we are. $2 for that new piece. That's brilliant. So we'll switch that back over and we'll get the soldering iron back out. And they've actually put in the right movements in there. Obviously having the solder and the soldering iron. $7 to replace that. And we'll go back in again and do that as well. And then we've got that. Do we not take it off? We can't have took it off, and I didn't realise. Oh, not solder. That's fine. I can't have took that little capacitor off. Great. The part is now fixed. You can see if the status on the bottom left has changed to good. Click the arrow to go back to the full item. Sweet. The parts are now fixed. It's time. The status on the bottom left has changed to good. Click the arrow to go back to the full item view. Okay. So, is that saying it wants me to return? Oh, okay. Just wants me to return to building it. Right. So go back to where you assembled. We'll put everything back in. I'm going to make sure we select screwdriver. Now you can just select the actual keys on your keyboard, guys. You don't have to click it with the actual mouse. You can just press 1, 2, or 3, and it will work. We had something on here, didn't we? Oh, we had the wire. Of course we did. Not going to get very far without a wire. And then there's the battery component. Or battery housing. Put the batteries back in, and then we'll screw this back on as well. And hopefully, I've done this right. Test device. Ooh, the battery socket's broken, guys. I didn't even say that one. It just goes to show, doesn't it? So let's go back and disassemble this again. Completely missed that. I seen the chip. Completely forgot about the battery part. So that would tell me on the bottom of these connections are probably corroded somewhere. And that's why we need to replace it. So we've got to take it all apart. Or at least take it out. Replace. Yep. Right. We should be able to just replace that one piece now. Hopefully everything's fine. We've got a screen to replace as well. I don't remember seeing the screen plate, but that might be what that unknown item was. So let's just go ahead and flash through this. And can we fix it? I don't think we can fix it. Can we fix it? Maybe we can. Right, so we're just going to flip that over. Zoom in so we can see what we're actually doing. And we should, to be honest with you, that should just clip off. Oh no, there's the soldering on the other side there. Let's go into there. Let's get rid of this. I'll be surprised at how much it costs for the screen compared to how much it would have cost if we'd have bought a brand new one. £10 for replacement part. There we go. Go back to return. Everything should be good. We've got this sensor plate as well. So let's go back in and see if we can fix this as well. The sensor plate. We've just fixed the screen. Oh, broken pins. And $2. So it cost $12 just to fix this one piece. It might have been cheaper just buying a new one. But hopefully, we've still got a broken screen, which I'm quite surprised because it just seen us put it back in. Good. No, I can honestly say it. Unless we've got something on the back of it, one of these capacitors may be broken. Ah, and there we go. That capacitor at the top is a dud. It probably would have been a lot cheaper to just buy a new one of these, to be quite honest. Not that I know how much one of these would cost. I'm sure if you played this enough, guys, you'd be able to go in there and just say, tell you what, buy a new one, and you'd be able to establish exactly how much it would cost. Right, all is good, and we should now be able to go back to reassembling. Let's spin that round, put the new one in. Screwdriver, of course. Almost forgot to put the wires in again. And then spin this round, and hopefully this time around, guys, we have power up and running. Carbon monoxide is now done. So that gives you a little idea, guys, of Electrician Simulator. I know we've got another mission there, but I'm not going to go into it too much. This was just the first glimpse of what this game has got to offer. And I'm sure as when the game is fully released, it'll get a lot more intricate and a lot more difficult as you go on. Definitely a good little teach and learn for younger generations that might want to get into this particular job. Obviously, the main factor being safety and making sure that people are aware you've got to turn off the electricity from the mains or from the fuse before touching it. Last thing you want to do is electrocute yourself or blow anything up. But that is electronic. Start that again. That's Electrician Supervisor. You know what? We'll start that part again. So that is Electrician Simulator. Hope you've enjoyed it, guys. God, I've left the bloopers in this time. And on that note, I shall see you in the next video. Don't forget, guys, hit subscribe, turn notifications, and like the video. By all means, share it if you wish. And like I mentioned before, our Discord server is also available in the link below. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, guys, there is a free preview of this game that you can actually go and test out for yourself. Also, a link in the description. But on that note, take care, and I shall see you in the next video. Ciao for now.